Okay, guys, this is going to be my review for the movie Grand Torino. This is a Clint Eastwood movie, and I really liked it. I really thought this movie was, it had, I think it was. I think I love most of all about this movie is the growth of the characters. You know, yeah, Eastwood's character starts out as this kind of racist, lonely and mean guy, an unlikable character, but he grows to be a selfless character. He didn't have to sacrifice himself. He didn't have to do that. They weren't bothering him. I mean, they were bothering him by bothering, you know, the neighbors and causing a lot of noises. But all in all, those criminals were not bothering him. So it's the growth of being this sheltered in, mean, racist guy. And you show, I think, a different side of PTSD. It's not your typical PTSD where it's like, oh, I can't hear loud noises, or I can't. It doesn't play into the stereotypes of that. Because usually when you think of PTSD, you think of, like, they can't, like, it's hard to deal with, like, loud noises and flashbacks and memories and, you know, suicidal thoughts and all that stuff. But they play into the aspect of who you're killing. They're killing these types of people. So how do you see someone who's like, if you, for example, being in the Korean War and killing all these Koreans, and it's kind of built into your mind that these Koreans, those Koreans are your enemy. So when you're on the war, you're like, Koreans enemies, Korean equal enemy. And I think that translates off the battlefield, and it shows that. Like, you see these Korean people, and they're just like, I killed a lot of you guys. It's hard to, trust you, because it's still in your mind, and the war does stuff to you like that. And I think that was great to see. It was just the character growth. I think there's not like a clear story. It's just about a growth of a character, and how, and seeing these, not just Eastwood's character, but the other characters, and how they grow, and how they change based on the help they get. And it's just the growing of two completely different cultures, two completely different backgrounds, two completely different points of view and cultures. This Korean culture has nothing to do, is like, literally, the Korean culture is literally the polar opposite from an American Korean War veteran. And seeing how those two different cultures can really benefit each other and coincide and coincide, not only coincide, but thrive, that they can both thrive. Not only can they exist, but they can thrive. And obviously the quotable lines, get off my lawn, and then obviously part of the symbolism of the Gran Torino and all that stuff. It was a really good movie. The directing was great and the performance was great. I mean, I didn't, like, let's not be honest, I didn't care for a lot of the other supporting cast, in the sense that, I mean, there's not much memorable about, other than there's like really three, I guess, memorable characters, you'd say. It's the obviously main character, the veteran, and then you got the brother and sister over there. But anyway, still had fun watching it. Stay tuned for videos coming right at you.